You started watching Jorbs, your IQ shot up by 20 overnight. You got a huge promotion at work and met your girlfriend. 9 out of 10. What does somebody have to do to get to 10 out of 10 there? Because that, I mean, can we talk about setting realistic expectations maybe? This feels like a lot. Your friend in need. This is a strength 8 region. Can we beat rendezvous in strength 8 regions? I don't think they change based on region strength. I think they change based on force level, but that's just like the like alien research basically. Not giving you an A+ because there's always room for improvement. Fuck. I don't miss high school. Oh, we have double... Oh, okay, this is not... This is not going to be an issue then. That's fine.
Heading to that location.
Mag rifle.
Getting it done.
So as you level up your weapons, your rebels start being able to get weapons from previous tiers. So we have a mag rifle on a rebel in this mission. And it looked like a couple of laser weapons too. That's another mag rifle. Okay, this team is like stronger than my regular squads of soldiers were like a month ago, so I will be pretty surprised if we don't just very easily
Understood. Moving out. Moving to position.
clean this mission out.
Understood. Moving out.
Yeah, the rebels are better equipped than the shinobi, like significantly. Although the shinobi has
No need
a
to ask
plating
twice.
at least.
Heading there now. Heading there now.
Thanks to my Discord, you won a poker tournament at work. I have technically made you a successful poker player.
Affirmative. Moving out.
Sure, for some like definitions of technically. I'll take it.
On my way. Orders confirmed. Moving out.
How many robots are you allowed to steal from the aliens? Are you thinking like what would happen if I'd stole like 25? How would this mission look?
10-4.
It would look fucking rad. That's how it would look.
Moving to designated position. Getting it done.
When Raid Chase was a guest, the stream was a 19 out of 10. So that's 9 out of 10 from me and the other 10 out of 10 from Raid Chase. That's fair.
Moving. Okay.
Your mother told you stealing is bad.
Confirmed.
Should listen to your mother.
Stepping off. Got it covered. Moving to Overwatch. Overwatch.
Resistance mechs always have 9 HP, or do they keep the value they had when they were captured? I have no idea. I'm pretty sure that every time you capture a mech, it gets reskinned into a resistance mech. I'm pretty sure the answer is that they always have 9 HP, but
Good to go.
I'm not 100% certain.
Got enemy movement here.
2 different pods.
Roger that. Moving out.
Do these mechs have jumpy feet?
Move.
Location confirmed.
I think they have jumpy feet. They have 9 to 11 HP? Okay. But that's just like random, right? It's not based on which mech you capture.
Orders confirmed. On the move. Heading to that location.
Heading out. Understood. Moving out.
Roger that.
Gosh. Is anybody here old enough that when they were a kid,
Roger that.
their parents were still like terrified of their children talking to other people on the internet? Maybe that's still a thing that some parents are. Maybe that hasn't actually changed yet.
Roger. Got my eyes on.
Your mother didn't let you go to a New Year's celebration because you made a Facebook. Gosh. If only more parents had been against their children making Facebooks, maybe Facebook wouldn't have succeeded. Overwatch All is a mod, yeah.
Big deal. Look at this.
I feel like a lot of them are still alive here. Also, I feel like they sort of pulled places where I can't flank them. Ooh, this rebel has perks. We've got Lone Wolf and also either a free flashbang or a free smoke grenade, one of the two.
I'm going. Here, catch.
My dad worked online like very early in terms of like working online. Like he was a computer scientist. Well, he had a degree in computer science. I guess it would be more accurate to say he was a coder, probably, at least for a lot of his career. Anyway, that made it sort of interesting because he like knew a vast amount about internet security, but also was excited to show off how the internet worked to me. I remember being allowed to use a chat room when I was a kid, but only on my dad's computer where I could be like monitored.
Is it clear?
I'm going. Got your stuff here.
I'm on it.
Rolling.
You were excited to get onto AOL back in the day.
Asset secure.
I think my first 3 relationships started on AOL. ASL. I was also on ICQ before then. I did not use Friendster, no. You were strongly warned away from things like responding to ASL because of creepers. I mean, you just always said you were 16 and from California. It's not like...
They've seen this.
It's not like anybody ever, like, told the truth, right?
Whatever you say.
What's the problem? You were 16 and from California? Oh, well... That's sort of perfect.
Use some ammo over here.
What are the awful flesh things? The humans?
Let's do this.
I hope it's worth it.
Oh, you mean the faceless. Okay. Those are the faceless.
Happy now? Running dry on ammo.
But they do have a face. Or a bit.
Sure thing. That won't do it. Running dry.
Whoops, Gaming Nightly. You were bummed when Hotmail chat was discontinued. MSN Messenger, oh my gosh. MSN Messenger, wow.
Problem, boss.
That's something I haven't thought about for a long time.
Here I come.
Now that's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
Running.
Back when Star Wars was good too. World has changed so much. Met your wife in a Yahoo chat room. That's awesome. Congratulations. I also had Trillion. I totally had Trillion. Back when I was like in early high school, I think I had Trillion. When was Star Wars good? Before Jean-Luc Picard got involved.
Flashbang.
ACQ and IRC. When I moved to the US in
I got nothing.
at the end of 1999, my dad had been like teaching me a little bit about computers and the internet, and I got my own domain and made my own website and attached an IRC room to it, and then
Positive
my
confirmation.
grandmother would jump on my IRC room to chat with me. It was like a weekly thing for the first year or so that I was in the States. Was she a mod? No. I'm not sure I understood what mods were. And his mega nerd crud. I've been a nerd for a long time. My dad's father told me I was a nerd when I was like 5. He later apologized for that. I told him I wasn't really offended by it. Hey Crooked Faye, how are you? Your grandmother and you would go over the encyclopedia program she had on her computer.
An impressive performance, Commander. Our troops' skills are
Encarta?
improving with every deployment.
Was it Encarta? The one where there was like the maze that you could go through and there were like trivia questions in it or something? I'm sorry to hear that, Crooked Faye, but I'm glad that you're doing well today. Child Jorbs was exactly the same as adult Jorbs, but with a smaller body. Actually, just the same size as well. I reached my full adult height at the age of 3. This is vulnerable, so we can go ahead and launch it. Specialist Shinobi Assault Technical Sharpshooter Sharpshooter. This is a troop column. We gotta get our sharpshooters into good positions and then shoot the enemies for a while. How many faceless do we take out? 2? I think? Maybe? The best way to check would be to look in the VOD before the mission and after the mission and see how many rebels are in the Haven. There were 2 faceless on the map, so I think it was 2. But sometimes there will be like a faceless patrolling in one of the pods that's not actually from the Haven. Discord always amazes you with how quickly it became the de facto standard. It's crazy, right? There are all these attempts to make the next program that everyone will use, and then like very occasionally you got the Discord or the Slack or the Twitter or Facebook or PayPal or... And then like nobody even ever hears about the ones that failed, really. It's super crazy. Well, there's some high ground. Let's see if we can go stand on that, maybe?
Orders confirmed. Moving out. Moving.
Still know some people who use Skype.
Go, go, go.
I will open my Skype every like 2 to 3 days to check messages on it.
Got it. Moving.
Because there are a couple of people who send me messages on there. But yeah, for the most part, like, I don't know.
Scanning.
Discord's done a very good job of being something that is enjoyable to give your attention to, and giving you all sorts of things to do with your attention if you give it to Discord.
Moving out.
That is a 22 hit point snake.
Heading to that location.
It is a Viper Elite.
On it.
Head of their night.
22 is approximately infinity.
Moving to designated position.
Fortunately, my sharpshooters deal approximately infinity damage, so should be fine.
Got it covered.
On Overwatch.
Good copy. Moving on target. Roger. I've got my eyes on.
X-Fire. X-Fire. Wonder if there are any X-Split streamers left out there. I tried to make XSplit work.
Affirmative. Moving out.
So I use a DSLR, and Discord doesn't understand how to use the capture card, which is capturing my DSLR as a video feed for like video calls. So when I do a video call on Discord, it's using my like crappy Logitech C920 or whatever, which I guess isn't. Maybe I shouldn't say crappy because it's still a pretty good webcam, but
Move.
I did a lot of work to get DSLRs that would work, so it frustrates me that I can't use that. So supposedly you can use XSplit as a video source in Discord, which is something that OBS doesn't let you do, but I couldn't work out how to actually make that work. But yeah, I like bought myself a year subscription to XSplit or something, which is sort of crazy. And just like use OBS for free. Webcam elitism. Professionalism, maybe? I don't know, not many people use their webcams. They're quite the same things that I use mine for, I think. This deals 18 to 23. You don't have precision shot. Alright, let's take this one. I like the idea of overwatching with my specialist.
Confirmed. Moving out. Eyes on the prize.
You have the worst webcam of anyone on the team and it makes you feel inadequate on Zoom. I don't think it matters very much. I mean, I don't even have a webcam turned on right now, right? It's just not that big a deal. Alrighty.
There you go. They find us.
You have the best mic. That's fair. Yeah, I think that generally projecting your voice over the internet for a work call is more important than projecting your face. Oh my.
You see that?
Okay. Well, good start.
Scanning.
I can handle that. On Overwatch.
I was with a regular assault rifle. It was with a coil assault rifle.
Got it covered.
Every member of this team has a coil weapon.
On my way.
What kind of mission is this? This is a troop column.
Affirmative. Covering now.
Affirmative. Covering now. Ready to go. On Overwatch.
Alright. I see.
No problem, boss.
We're not playing with War of the Chosen. Templars are only in the DLC.
Roger. Got my eyes on.
I can handle that. I'm on it.
Scanning. Moving to Overwatch. What was that?
Oh, where are they going? What?
Seems doable.
Well, they'll get here eventually.
It is clear. Affirmative. Covering now.
No problem,
Yeah, maybe
boss.
they're just leaving.
Need an evac.
This is Firebrand. Evac request confirmed. Hold tight.
Scanning.
Okay. enjoy the stealth mechanics, or the mechanics which force the pace of missions.
You want some more?
Those are a couple of common complaints, I would say.
Not good.
There are pitched battle missions. Like, this is a pitched battle mission. And that becomes, like, the end game stuff is all pitched battles too. I might have soldiers die here. That is a lot of active enemies.
Damn, that stinks.
Wow, fuck.
Adjusting it.
Whatever you say.
Wanna see a magic trick? I should definitely have hit fortify before I made that move.
Rip him to shreds. Multiple threats eliminated.
Draco Fizz, thanks for 20 months. Bomusho to you as well. Active 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where are the rest of them?
Not a problem. They've got eyes on me.
Well, soldier sees 7, I guess.
Get some. Impressed yet? Launching.
Believe that killed that. Just fell down to the next floor. I've got a sharpshooter, a specialist left. That's not enough to kill everything. I had to take some wounds. Alright.
One darn something over here. To go.
I think I might have killed something else maybe with the rocket, because I didn't kill the snake with the rocket.
You can't handle something over here.
Baron Flex. Baron Flex Mapex. How you doing? Thank you very much. For the generosity. I appreciate the Twitch Prime sub a lot. I think just this.
Shredded.
We got it down to 1, 2, 3 troopers. One of them's just gonna give shields to everybody. One of them's just an assault rifle shot, and then the Lancer is gonna, you know, be a Lancer. Although, it ran at my Shinobi with combatives, so... looks like it doesn't do anything.
Need to find some new cover!
Sweet.
That all you got?
That is all they've got. Hey, about the lost corpses? Yeah.
Big deal.
I think we've actually killed a significant number of them with guns. I think we're getting more corpses than we're losing corpses.
How many is that now? Seems doable. Moving to fire position. What am I doing?
It was a little bit unlucky that both of the pods walked into us at the same time, but you know. You know.
Not too shabby.
You know. What did I just blow up? Is that like a kid's room? Did I just like blow up their painting or something?
Mission
Feels
accomplished.
bad. So many crits. So many crits. In another like month or two in game, in that situation we're gonna have a bunker buster and a serial sharpshooter, and we're actually just going to kill every enemy before they act, like with 2 soldiers. That'd be pretty rad.
I never had any doubts about your capabilities, Commander.
Played some XCOM 1994. Not super recently. I guess I played a campaign of it like 2 years ago or something, but I mostly played it as a kid. I played some like Afterlight, played the other Firaxis XCOMs. 1 scope, 3 cores, 3 Vipers, 2 Sectoids, 3 Troopers, no Mutons. Yet another Stun Lancer, another Shield Bearer. Some alloys, Illyriums, and supplies. All good? So currently we're at 9 rebels in Eastern Europe. I think we were only at 10 before. Thanks to the 500 bits, Strasky Red. I appreciate those. This Haven's actually, it's like the best Haven we have, pretty much. Why is Vigilance down to 5 in these 2? Does it go down when we liberate a region, but it was super high because the HQ was revealed? Maybe that's how it's working.
Setting course for the Indian Regional Zone.
XCOM 2's on a big sale this week, is that true? Pretty rad. Okay, and Bright, thanks for the 4 months. Appreciate it. Rescue VIP from Advent Cell. Liberation Rescue Defector. It's a light mission in a Strength 4 region, 5-day, 22-hour infiltration time. We don't have quick response anymore, and we don't have faceless on missions either. I could intel boost it pretty easily. Ooh, I can send a Psi operative on this mission. I like sort of getting greedy. I might sort of be getting greedy. So we're gonna like have to escort that with our A-team pretty much. All the way to the bottom of the barracks. I thought I was training Psi operatives who had like positive defense values. I guess these were the 2 rookies that I had left over. Whoops. Whoops. Okay, so the plan's gonna be to infiltrate this team. And the plan will have to be to boost as well, it looks like. We go coil rifle. Sure. Exosuit definitely. Let's go ahead and grab the advanced Psi-amp. It's not cheap. Probably want 4 of those. If I remember right, the tier 3 one is very hard to get to. It takes a long time before you get the right autopsy for it. Generally, tanky PCSs or Psi PCSs are what we want here. Soldier has like a bunch of negative defense. I might just throw a defense PCS onto her. Trying to make it so she doesn't die. I think becoming a Psi operative gives you white hair, yeah. Sort of like spending a few years as a professional internet streamer.
Ready to deploy.
Okay, that'll be exciting. Mission with a Psi operative on it. I do have the ability to contact one more region. I think I want to go to New Mexico though. It costs 200 intel. I'm almost done researching powered armor. My science is just out of control this game. I can play that mission too. Do I have enough soldiers though? How far are we into the campaign? We're probably just past the halfway point. It depends what. If you're talking about IRL time, I suspect we're past the halfway point. But yeah, it depends a little bit exactly what measurement you're asking about. I think this mission is definitely playable. I'm just trying to work out what the team looks like and how much equipment I need to build for it. I have 6 hours on this training. I think we lead the mission with that officer. Have to unlock story missions. Yep. Yeah, we haven't even done the story missions yet, but that's honestly sort of the end of the game.
Market is open.
So that's not really super surprising that we haven't done them yet. Starting to run out of alloys, I think. If I'm going to actually just build 3 squads worth of coil weapons, I sort of don't need to keep the mag weapons. That should all be pretty sellable.
Setting course for Sector 5, India.
Also have a hard time limit to do so. There isn't a hard time limit in this game. There are ways to... strength went up to 5 in the region, shit. There are ways to reduce the avatar progress. And also ways to slow it. Infiltrator. The opposition squad will infiltrate enemy targets more quickly. We should probably get that. Sky Ranger will arrive 2 turns sooner during evacuations rather. It's also a really strong one. Unless you do some silly things in late game with stealth missions. Anyway, we're sending on a mission right now. Our Lieutenant Colonel. I'm curious. Okay. This campaign pretty won. We didn't lose it yet, but like I was saying, there's still like half of it to play. 1 shinobi, 1 sharpshooter. We got our silly grenadier here. That'll be fun. Bring a gunner, bring a specialist. And bring a Psy soldier. I have to cancel deep cover training to do that. Umu Live. Thanks very much for the 3 months. Musho to you too. I'm surprised I haven't gotten Lightning Strike. Yeah, there's been other stuff to spend money on. It's okay though. Just somewhat expensive, and I've been building things that seem like a higher priority so far. This gives us over 100% infiltration with the boost. Danger Mouse. Make sure our weapons are available so I'm not building more coil than I need. I have 3. coil rifles just sitting around? Wow, okay. Dude, why? Good grief. Don't I already have 2 squads deployed? I actually still have a coil rifle just sitting around, not in use. And all I have to build is 1 cannon. I'm so rich. My science situation creates so many decisions around the other resources. Yeah, it definitely does. That is certainly a thing. Make sure that... I think there should be armor. I have 2 soldiers who don't have armor here. I'm not going to build more exosuits because I'm like 4 days away from powered armor. So... at this point, it seems like we should probably just hold on for that. Gonna have to be a little bit careful with our Psi-Operative and our Sharpshooter, though. And I'm like out of vests, wow. This is just, the campaign's going sort of insane. Definitely want a flashbang here. Okay, the pistol, the flashbang, and some sort of plates. I don't have a specialist right now. That is not okay, because there's a hack. Is powered armor better or war suits? War suits like are powered armor. They're like the... So every tier of armor has a vanilla armor, a mobility armor, and a damage armor. And war suits are the damage armor from the powered armor tier. Generally, I would say that I'm more excited about damage armor than the other types of armor. I need 3 more alloy platings. You need this, you need this. I need another vest of some sort. Either a nanoscale or a hazmat. Go hazmat. I'm gonna bring the gas grenade, I think. We've already got a flashbang on our grenadier. And on our Psi-Operative. Yeah, that seems fine. Alright, so this has to be boosted. And it's actually still going to be a somewhat challenging mission after the boost. I think. Best kind of armor is just to kill the enemy. True. And the armors that deal damage help you kill the enemy, so GG. This region's at strength 5. I'm gonna get a another recruit mini retail very soon. Here's the deal. I'm gonna go 3 on recruit, 2 on, 3 on, 4 on supply? No. I'm gonna go 3 on recruit and hide the rest. I don't want to recruit mini retail right now. If I get to a point where my soldiers aren't like all on missions, maybe I'll switch that over to recruiting more heavily. If the strength goes down to like 3 or 4, maybe I will, but a strength 5 recruit mini retail does not appeal to me in a haven where I'm trying to get more rebels, not trying to kill all of my rebels. Probably when this hits like 8 or 9, I'll switch over to intel and try to detect some troop columns. Speaking of which, I just got like rendezvous. Yay, I need to play this. After I play this rendezvous, I need to switch this haven to a scientist advisor, I think. So on the power spike from fast coil should be fine, right? Maybe. What's the anti-supply dark event currently on? Higher retaliations or fewer supplies? I think it halves how many supplies my supply rebels gather.
Heading to that location.
The real armor is the friends we made along the way.
Good to go.
Yeah, especially the ones which are slower than us.
Copy that.
Copy that.
Double time.
Moving to position.
These rebels
Got eyes on a hostile
got
squad.
such big guns and stuff. Someone's letting off fireworks. Not very far from here, so sorry if that's coming through the mic at all.
Roger that.
It's really nice having the window open, so I'm just gonna leave the window open right now. Let me know if it's bugging you too much.
Getting it done.
On the move.
Affirmative. Covering now.
Is the line of play still active? It all sort of got overhauled in Long War II. There are other things which
Moving to designated position.
define where pods will move to.
Affirmative, moving out.
Rolling.
That's affirmative.
Moving.
Feels sort of unfair. Where are my 2 giant robots? Know what I'm saying? So there's a system called the pod jobs system, and every pod on the map
Scanning.
Roger. I've got my eyes.
is placed in a predetermined rectangle sort of thing, and then depending on what happens, they get told to do different things and move around the map doing those things.
This one might be carrying something.
You heard more fireworks in your neighborhood from July 1st to 3rd than you did on the 4th. Believable.
If you say so. Get ready for a surprise.
On your order.
Target down. Loading ammo fast.
I feel like this is a lot to claim, but it does feel like mag and laser weapons are better than ballistic weapons.
Only the best. Got something here.
Understood. Moving out. Got the goods.
Sure thing.
I'm on the move.
Overwatch. Affirmative. Covering now.
Moving to Overwatch.
This is a bit longer range than I'd really like. Although I guess it's good to be further away from Faceless at least. It looks like 3? Yeah, looks like 3. How do Rebel loadouts scale? As you complete the tier of tech past a tier of weapons, you get a chance for each Rebel to have one of those weapons. So once you finish mag research, you start getting lasers. That's actually 4. It is fortunate that you're not dead. Might be time to evac. Four is quite a lot, you know? So slow. 7 turns?
This is Firebrand. Evac request confirmed.
Not so bad if they all group for grenades. We don't have upgraded grenades. All we have is like flashbangs. We can flashbang them, and I guess we will. But at this point it's better to be shooting at them than to be using frag grenades, I think. Alright, don't look.
They've seen me.
Is every single person in this haven a faceless? There are 16 rebels in this haven. Or there used to be.
There you go. I'm on it. Hostile terminated. Ammo out!
Not a problem. On my way.
Do the faceless show up with the Advent Force to full XCOM, or have they always been there fooling the villages before all this? These faceless were in the haven before.
Position confirmed.
They've been like stealing my resource outputs and stuff. Pretty remarkable actually that the haven's done such a good job of generating missions with 4 faceless in it. So that's a lot of faceless.
Okay, I'll go.
Cover do anything against faceless? because our soldiers can see more tiles.
Got no ammo.
I don't know.
You watching?
I don't think combatives works against this attack. The 90% chance to hit is wrong, by the way. That's a lie. What happens if the Haven is all faceless? The code won't let the Haven be all faceless. Maybe it would be possible if you had a retaliation, you let everything except the faceless die. Well, pretty easy if they just don't hit any of their attacks.
Rock and roll.
Two of them were flashbanged, and the Shinobi has Lone Wolf, which gives plus 10 defense. So everybody had some help in dodging attacks there.
Rock and roll. I got it, right? Running dry on ammo.
Absolutely. I got a piece. I'm ready.
Heading out.
This is a rendezvous mission. Lazy Tribe, my Haven advisor, who is this Shinobi,
Okay, so I got one.
is leading some rebels from the Haven and flushing out Faceless, who had infiltrated the Haven. So the only soldier I actually have on my roster who's on this mission is that Shinobi right there. And everybody else is a rebel who is like, I can't equip my rebels.
On the move.
They just have base equipment. I don't think these Faceless were part of the ones who were removing supply from my supply generation. They're in a Haven that's only ever run intel. They were stopping me from getting good timers on missions in this Haven though, so the Haven should be a lot better now.
Area secured. Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Has Rendezvous no don the red mask? Maybe. Mission does drop corpses, yeah. I don't think I killed anything with an explosive, so I believe I get them all. That might be enough faceless corpses to get the free faceless autopsy now. Must be getting close. I just got 4. Advanced hacking PCS. Double Illyrium core. Cool, cool, cool. Let's check the base. Faceless corpse. Yeah, I have 11. So when I finish power armor, I should get a free faceless autopsy. And then I can sell my faceless corpses finally. I need a new Haven advisor there. And I'm actually thinking that I'm going to grab a scientist. This is the first time that I'm putting a scientist into a Haven. Let's go buy another scientist too from the black market with 441 supply. There should be somebody to give training to. Why does a Haven mission end with a Sky Ranger ride?
Avenger plotting new course.
Cause we used the Sky Ranger to get there.
Market is open.
I think. I think that's the idea. 200 supply isn't even that bad. Could use some more alloys. Caitlin. Advanced Agility is a pretty good PCS as well. Generally, I don't spend a lot of money at the black market though. I will grab these. Generally, I sell stuff to the black market and don't buy that much from it. With a scientist as a Haven advisor, we get boosts to our intel output, which means we're going to get even better detections on missions. Thinking that I will liberate this region as well. Zarak, thanks so much for the host. Hope you had a lovely stream.
Setting course for India.
It's a long war thing, Vernash, I'm pretty sure. We're doing Liberation 2 when you India. This one's Liberation 2. Assuming that all of these missions work without us, like, losing our entire team. They are a touch spooky. It gives us 35 intel though. A lot of intel. There's no reason to launch it early. I don't think we can over-infiltrate. Just make the mission a little bit easier for ourselves. Wow, I don't think I'm even gonna boost it. I have the Master Sergeant Sharpshooter here. I have Squad A, Squad B, and Squad Delta? Question mark? doesn't quite seem like how it's meant to work. Yeah. I think we launch it. It'll be 12 enemies, I'm pretty sure. Plus reinforcements and a strength 5 region. The team can do it. Johan, thanks for the 20 months. Angbomushu to you as well. That's more corpses to sell if we lose the mission. That's not how it works. Delta is just the default name for the squad. I did not choose that name, it's just randomly generated.